Hello, ladies and gents. I'm Allison Brie.
Gillian Jacobs.
Yvette Nicole Brown.
Dan Harmon.
Jim Rash.
And Allison Brie.
I like to really drag out that, because everyone else says their names so fast. I thought just really leisurely intro.
Trying to get to the
Leisurely
commentary.
or a waste of time.
Well, we always begin each episode by going, okay, we're going to stay on target. We're going to talk about each thing that you're looking at for as long as you're looking at it, and then we're going to have a commentary track. And then
Then we're like,
Just talk about whatever.
and then
Then
we just
we're
end
like-
up...
I like to refer to this episode as the episode where we both had our hair up the whole episode, which I will never fight for again.
Did you fight for it? And then
I think I kind of did. I had to talk with Dan about it. I was like, Dan, ponytail. What do you think? Well, I mean, we're moving. Ponytail, like Annie on the Move. We've never seen Annie in a ponytail.
Annie on the move.
And what
Dan's like, okay, stop trying to convince me.
3 days later, I was like, this fucking ponytail. Why? Why?
that was the same discussion I had. I said, oh, should I shave my head?
This is
Should I shave my head?
That's amazing.
What goes wrong? What goes wrong with a ponytail 3 days later? What is it?
It just looked ugly. I got
okay.
tired of
I
it.
get tired of looking ugly.
I got tired of just looking at my face. No hair anywhere. No hair to shadow it.
Man, you really did an about face
I
on
have a
that
complex
ponytail.
about ponytails, yeah.
This felt. I think this was, or like one of the earlier places where we all the characters sort of branched out. You know, right into.
Started to see them on the
to
weekend.
storylines.
and see
Yeah,
them
yeah.
home
I'm just
and-
saying, like there were
Yeah.
3 storylines going in this thing.
We
so,
did.
Four,
So you didn't spend
five.
you didn't spend as much with time with everybody. So you would,
Yeah.
you would spend, unfortunately for me, it was with Joel, and so it's like one of those
And
things.
what the hell?
It's one of those things as an actor, you're like, well, I guess I won't be getting anything from off camera this week.
Wow. What do you think?
Joel, you're
That was Deborah Azar.
I thought Allison,
Clark.
Allison
Deborah-
Brie was here
Deborah-
twice.
Is it Mazar?
Azar.
Deborah and I used to be in acting class together.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was very good.
She is very good.
I think I ran into her somewhere.
I think her cousin was in the episode where we were all impersonators. The impersonator episode. Her cousin was one of the Jewish moms that loves Joel.
Yes.
Oh,
Where Chang got his army of 13-year-old Jewish boys.
just give a little half tuck there. That's
This
good.
may or may not be the first episode that's spent in. I don't mean in the series, but in the season 3, where we spend it all off campus.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, in the study room, right?
But
It's
yeah,
the
you don't-
first
it doesn't-
time
The
that
weekend.
the Jim and I are together,
Mm-hmm.
the Dean and Jeff are together outside the campus in a world with no windows.
Yes.
The mall has no windows. The Mexican restaurant has no windows. Karaoke bar, no
There was
windows.
no proof of us being together. That's what.
It was like the Martian Chronicles, so they staged the moon landing.
But it really, I can't impress everyone upon enough. That was a
Wait, that
terrible
wasn't
sentence. I can't impress
Martian
upon.
Chronicles?
I'm not gonna stop. I was just gonna say it was a lot of time with Joel.
Okay, why? I don't understand.
I never said anything about it, and now I just feel like this is a great soapbox to just say how horrible this week was for me.
It was amazing.
So amazing.
That was great.
This is we had our big Twitter campaign about Annie's move
Twitter
for this one.
sode.
It was a Twitter
It worked,
sode.
right?
Yeah,
It was
I
great.
live tweeted leading up to this episode all the characters doing everything.
That's right.
Yeah, I
Pictures
had to
that
do it
we took.
myself because you can't like because I wanted it done right.
Right. And it cost you $100,000, right?
So I was at a table read and I had a laptop open and while we were table reading the next script, I was tweeting as the characters with my phone and my laptop.
That's right.
It takes me a good, 5 to 10 minutes to make sure I compose my tweets right because I'm so worried about
Oh
misspelling
my
and
gosh,
grammar.
misspelling. I proofread my
I just wish
tweets
people
so
on
many
Twitter would
times.
correct it because no one chimes in about a misspelled word.
You never know.
Or a grammar
spell it
issue.
I wish
right,
people
did I
on
spell it
Twitter had
wrong?
opinions about whether you were doing something right or wrong in general. I love getting etiquette advice on my celebrity scandals from AssBlaster69.
But it's amazing. You'll get someone that chimes in about a tweet, and then you actually get obsessed about it. Like, who is this person? I don't know who this person is. But then in your head,
they're
it's like,
preventing me from making love to my girlfriend. It's like, I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
They're in my life.
they did it.
This is
Oh
so
my God.
awesome.
He actually
Hurt
hit
Danny.
Danny so hard.
That
Hit
hurt
him
Danny.
so
Did.
hard.
We had to
Couldn't
reshoot it because
hear.
he didn't hit him hard enough. I saw the footage and I was like, we gotta retake it.
It's true, but then I think we got a stunt guy to sub in for
Yeah,
Danny.
that-
Because it
yeah.
that
And then-
hurt.
You broke my pluggy thing.
No worries. That's what the security deposit is
How long
for.
did you workshop this move?
You know, just a few months prior to this episode, Dan told me we've got some dance stuff coming
That's so
up.
smart.
So
Split draft, you knew.
Yeah, just kind
It
of
reminded
like.
me of Jodie Foster and Nell.
Thank you.
way you're
Thank you.
swaying
It's
to-
Tay Tay in the wind.
This isn't a great Brita episode compared to other Brita episodes, but it has one of the greatest Brita moments that we just passed, which is out in the hallway. When she talks about her friend who took mushrooms and jumped out of the top window of the Anne Frank house, and then no, don't worry, he's fine. In reaction to Allison's face, this says a lot about that character.
I love that scene anyway. I love like the Britta and Annie sort of sisterly moments, giving each other advice, and like then you see that role reversal later in the season in the carnival episode.
Yeah, you never know who in this family is going to be the mother or the younger sister or the older sister.
That's my stand-in Holly as the checkout girl
She
at the
is
clothing store.
so nice. I love Holly.
I don't put my friends in the show.
What?
She's my stand-in, not my friend.
Oh.
Oh, ouch.
She doesn't associate with her dad.
Speak
She's
to
an
Holly.
employee.
Never befriend your stand-in.
Never. No, Holly is actually really awesome.
It's
and we
like
gave
being
each other
a
books.
a
each
doctor
other
in war.
books.
Yep.
You just can't get
Yeah,
too close.
this person's
to
going to
people.
take your ankle off and leave your foot.
She gave me a book of
This is where the
Gogol
blackmail
short
begins.
stories.
This is the black.
What did you give her?
What book did I give her? I can't remember right now.
She gave me a very cool bracelet that I gave to Sarah.
Yes.
She gave me an STD. I don't want to talk about it.
What?
Whoa.
Which one?
All right, talk about it.
No wonder you're not friends.
Pelvic inflammatory
HPV,
disease.
you guys.
I
Like
think
on
it's-
that episode of Girls.
You put in a little extra long slurp there.
Yeah, we made it extra long. Yeah, looped your slurp.
Yep.
I
This is in the cafeteria.
freaking love. I love this sequence so much.
Yeah.
This whole story. Amazing.
Well, again, it's
and
a
the way
couple-
that oh, so good.
Because we don't see Britta and Shirley together a ton. So it's kind of nice to see the two of them.
And the fact that he's like a hitchhiker, but then loves Jesus and then turns.
Loves it too much.
Yes, loves it too
or
much.
is Jesus.
And the way they turn. Yes.
That's Brendan Hunt playing the hitchhiker.
He was awesome. Who
Yeah,
is
he's
he?
funny.
Where did they find him? Just
It's-
like a guy that auditioned?
yeah.
He
It's
nailed
fun.
it.
Yeah. Our
I mean,
guest
we had a
stars are
lot
awesome.
of like crazy, weird guys come in, but this fella took it because he
That's so
he
good.
needs to look friendly there in the beginning. He needs to play simultaneously depending on how you look at him. This is my attempt to get my parents to like the show. This is like I'm like getting accused of using Chevy wrong, listening to voicemails from Chevy going, you don't get my humor. Like, okay, so this is a Griswoldian C story for Chevy. Is like. And my parents did call me and say we loved the Chevy part of that episode, like him rolling around in the paint and stuff.
And later, his dream sequence is one of my favorite things.
What's that?
That is your room.
You said this was a 2-bedroom.
It is. 1, 2. Yours is a blanket fort.
An awesome blanket for it, but still highly flammable, so no candles.
What do you think?
Tweet it.
Tweeting it!
Good smile.
Thanks.
How long did you workshop that smile?
Just like I've been about 4 years. I've been
That's so
working on
smart.
it.
That's so
yeah,
smart.
because you never know when you're gonna need
never know when you're
like
gonna get on-
a smile
Yeah, I
that
noticed in
looks like you're
5-year
shitting your
engagement
pants.
that you had the British accent, which you had ready to go. And that look.
And that look,
So
yeah.
prepared.
In Born,
You know what's driving me
We don't have to
crazy right
reference
now,
all
and I
other
hate to say
projects.
this, but this ponytail is driving
I
me
know,
crazy.
right? Too much ponytail.
It's like one of
Why?
those decisions where you're just like, why did this
So
actress
much-
do this?
So much of my face.
Yeah,
I
so
feel
it's
bad
like
for your hair.
Winona Ryder.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
pulling
just
and
like,
pulling
It's
and
just pulling,
pulling.
and it's gotta hurt by this moment.
Oh my gosh, horrible. Look
I
at
know a
that.
lady who wore her hair back for so many years that her hair began to fall.
Oh, we had
This
That's Carlos
so much
Moreno
fun.
Jr. is playing the waiter.
he was great.
I was more excited that I was
That's a
just wearing
Chang
some clothes I'd
Kostoff
actually
shirt.
want to purchase or own in my life.
So, Chang season 1 shirt reused.
Most uncomfortable.
They didn't have
chairs
to
on the
buy
set.
any
Yeah,
of
they
these
are.
shirts for the waiters. They just used old Chang shirts.
Someone tried to play a hilarious joke where they said the rap party for season 3 was going to be on the Mexican restaurant set.
Veter. Veter and his hilarious jokes.
This joke didn't play very well.
made us very
Instead, he got a
angry.
series of angry emails from us going, "Are you out of your mind?"
Our rap
And then he was
parties
like-
kind of stink, don't they?
Well, the first
No, that
season
was a
they
good
had
one.
it on our
The
cafeteria
first season we
set.
had it in the cafeteria
that was
set,
bad.
and it was depressing.
Second season was in that.
Paramount Theater,
Which
which
had
had
been the
also
set.
been a location.
You know
had
what was
been the
most
set.
depressing about the first year rap party on the cafeteria set? The people that attended the party who then were asked to take down the set after the party.
Oh, Jesus.
So sad.
Okay, guys, get back to work. We're done.
We're done with this. We're done
That
with
would
this
never
party.
happen on Desperate Housewives.
We're done with the free wine and brownies.
Now,
And then last season, Dino texted me last minute and said, "There's no liquor again at the rap party," so I had to like
No
get out my
way.
credit card. Like, it was
I
an
can't believe
emergency.
Dino would point that out.
Yeah, how did he figure that out? He's like a.
But the location of the this year's was great. I thought it was good food and good booze.
I missed it.
he's having the time of his life. Right now.
It was okay. If we got to, I'll get out the old checkbook and we'll take over a roller rink and fill it with vodka.
I like how he thinks if you just.
Realized I had to forgive them.
That's a beautiful
I
story.
love that.
So inspiring how he came to find the Lord, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't exactly have to find the Lord. He was inside me.
Amen. What's your name, friend?
Jesus?
Oh, are you Latino?
No,
Are you Latino?
Tino?
You what now?
I am the one.
Gillian's face.
She's never. Just these switch. There's like the elevators going
Oh,
by.
just hearing a meow.
Oh, I've been there.
Hey, Jesus, just curious.
My thought for you was just a meow. Just then, did you notice? Britta's thought was meow.
That's more complex than any thought I've ever had.
On the show or just
It's
in
this
life.
magical
life.
street they're driving down. Look beautiful.
Oh,
How difficult
okay,
was that
Green
to
Avenue.
shoot?
it's a special effects game.
No
No, it
offense,
wasn't.
but you did make a
Contraction.
mistake on trying to hang something from a sheet wall.
It's
What do you
supposed to be really
mean?
super smart.
I'm just trying to make it work, you guys. Oh,
So cute.
this was so cute. They did a really good job.
Sony's note on this was lose the montage for this episode. They didn't want it
No
to be.
way.
Yeah.
Oh.
The end of the singing thing?
They're like, it's a great episode, but can we break up the montage into separate scenes and not do it to music?
The
That
montage
they're
and this little
rendering it
song
not
is
a
my favorite
montage?
thing.
I've
Yeah.
had people say that was their favorite moment of the season was seeing everybody sing together.
Each year there's a new person in the head of Current, and they give notes like less paint in the paintball and less pumpkins.
Oh,
in
and then
Halloween.
like Dungeons and Dragons,
yeah,
Dragons,
less
they were
less
like,
dragons, more
just don't do
less
it.
dungeons.
They're just the fun police.
It is so weird saying that we're wearing the same shirt,
The
Jim.
same,
Yeah,
the
it's so
same
sad.
It looks like we
This
work.
is the only outfit I'd ever want to take home from the
Best
show.
You even got a
background.
watch, a
But there
winger
was,
watch.
we
We're on
were feverishly trying to learn this song right before we were shooting. I mean, we were staring at a laptop trying to read and learn the song. And I don't know, but Seal has a very high octave that he is
Also,
singing from.
This is so one of those songs that I feel like you've been singing for years, but you've always been singing the wrong
word.
words.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is a
When you-
classic song.
When you
that we
read it
all-
off the teleprompter, you're like, this is incorrect. Can we get the correct ones? Because this doesn't make any sense.
I got into an argument
his hair.
because
How many times
I
did
love
Jimmy
that
wear a
piano
full
part.
wig this season of dark hair?
I love it.
For reasons that I can't even explain because it would bore you and I don't understand them. Like the musical aspect of this montage almost made Ludwig kill himself. It was
I love
it
that
had to
part.
do with using click tracks on the set that were the wrong tempo and all that stuff. Like
Ludwig is our
this
composer.
montage was very difficult to bring into the
get the-
station.
to
try to-
get the song
To
all
sing
together.
Yeah. It's got to be.
It's seamless. I mean, that Ludwig he's a genius.
Yeah.
He is.
He's the only
He's incredible.
composer named Ludwig. That is,
Ludwig. And he wears the best pants.
and he lives. I mean, it's amazing.
He's so great.
This is probably the begin. Well, maybe not the beginning, but this is certainly a big milestone for the Jeff Dean shippers out there on the internet.
They were like, "This
Who
is
are-
too much."
Who are
This
some
is
of my
too much
favorites?
footage.
Like my favorite fan art is
The mother lode of.
I think Juju Giulietta drew Jeff and
The
the
bet-
Dean
this
like
is where Jim
prancing
starts
through a field in their
like
bare
Jim's
feet.
crying
together.
right
And I
here.
cried a little bit.
Jim burst out
This is a
crying.
beautiful moment. A little bit later, when we actually have to run around this thing trying to avoid each other, and the logic was I wouldn't run out that curtain exit. We would just chase each other inside this booth, but I could escape, but just keep chasing. But during our rehearsal of it, I thought, oh man, I got a good idea. What if I got slapped against this wall? And so I did it, not knowing there was these just metal rods behind that foam core. But I did that thing where you get hurt really bad, but you just like, let's just keep moving, but you don't want people to know that your dumb bit turned into an injury. So I was like, we got this. And then when I got home, I'm like, oh, this caked on blood.
Oh no.
Waiting. That was Rob Schraub, by the way. Directed the
This is a weird.
Is this weird for you, Joel, to see someone wearing something better? You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things where you look
Like
at and
who
you're
wore
like,
it better in Us
Wait,
Weekly?
yeah, you look at yourself in the shirt and you're like, oh, I look pretty good. And then I walked in and I remember you just going like, oh my God, I'm so sad right now.
I mean,
right here. I think I did. Well, this was in the rehearsal. And then at one point, my glasses disappeared because in one bit, you pulled them off. And I think that was from a different take. So you'll see. There's my glasses are suddenly gone.
Oh.
Just great Easter egg right there with a rabbit behind it.
I think this is how they storyboarded the Snow White and the
Snow White.
Huntsman.
They got rid of that elf,
Bed.
though. He didn't make it into the final cut.
Living here is gonna be fun all the time. Let's make the entire apartment a fort. I'll get more blankets.
I got cut from the script. I was supposed to say it.
You're just going to be whispering you in the corner?
Yes.
I don't know, but
This is a space we reserve for doing one of the most self-indulgent episodes of the season later on.
later on.
But you'll be happy to know my 73-year-old mother-in-law, 72-year-old mother-in-law, she loved the Dreamatorium episode.
Oh,
It was
It
pretty
turned out great.
It
And
was
I was really like,
fantastic.
I was
It was
like,
so
I did not expect you to say that, Sally. Usually she's like, oh, that one was weird, but she was like, I loved it. I wanted it to go on.
I didn't imagine those special effects, and it just came off fantastic.
Also-
Leaping from person to person, like in your
Yeah.
mind, you're like, I don't know how they're going
and
to
the
do it.
voice stuff.
Dan,
it
have you
was
been
cool.
tweeted by anyone who loves Star Trek Next Generation who's been like, hey, man,
Yeah,
this is the greatest?
yeah. People are like, oh my God, yeah, it's holodeck. Yeah, I mean that was the idea. Not so much like not like we were gonna do 1 million episodes in the Dreamatorium, but
It's so great.
Now, who had to tape this room? I'm just thinking.
I know. Again, amazing art department.
Yeah.
And
But
this
if
scene,
only that ponytail wasn't ruined.
I know.
know,
I,
the
I have.
floating
Thank you,
ponytail.
Gillian, for bringing it back up
Speaking
because
of-
this
it's a
ponytail is
nightmare.
such
too
a
much.
terrible
it's just
idea.
Too much.
Oh my God.
Look at all that neck
So
that's
distracting.
exposed.
And then we had to
Oh.
redo it because this scene we shot like it took us 3 different times, like 3 different weeks to finish that scene. For some reason, it was just the scene that kept getting left over.
Right.
So they'd be like, well, next Tuesday we'll squeeze in your coverage on that scene.
With 3
and
different
the
directors.
following Wednesday
Yeah.
we'll squeeze in the guys' coverage. So every time we'd have to come back to it and I'd be like, it's the goddamn ponytail again.
Why did I want this?
Why did I fight for this?
This guy.
it's funny because I remember shooting this episode because we're always 6 weeks ahead of the audience or something like that. We have no idea while we're shooting this that the timeline episode is going to be like the new paintball.
Right.
So I remember shooting this and being like, God, what are we doing? What am I like Dreamatorium? What? I don't know. Like I'm just getting all these emotional flashbacks of like not like knowing things that seem so obvious now.
I got someone who tweeted me because I knew that like the riot in the cafeteria with when they were being attacked by the army of boys. They were like, that riot wasn't big enough and it wasn't believable.
Right.
I was like,
Well, it's
what?
true. I mean,
It was one half the
And I was
cafeteria.
like, so when we had the huge paintball war, that was a believable scenario for you?
Troy! Abed!
I know.
Not up
that
yet.
was an
The boys
addition.
didn't
Not
know
up
how
yet.
important it was to
They
you.
didn't- I had to dig it out,
Clearly.
yeah.
The reason is because they were distracted by this ponytail. They didn't know how to properly
They were so
decorate.
angry.
Yeah. You were so distracted. Why can't you just sell that to one of those things that makes wigs?
Those things.
Those things that make wigs.
That's
people?
machine.
Sell it to the people.
I don't see those.
I've got a
see
wig
them as
maker
people.
here.
But what about the
Oh, that was my-
Oh, the under your breath
my
whisper
favorite
that
moment.
Yvette got in. We do try to squeeze those in whenever we can.
What did you whisper?
That's the idea that Abed has a little bit of resentment for each character in some specific way, that he resents Shirley's like kind of. What did I tell you about the pillows?
Oh, that's.
and then we ordered real pizza.
Yeah, we get it from this pretty
The
much.
guys
same-
kept
yeah.
eating the pizza.
Uh-oh.
I was sick. You can hear it in my
But see,
throat.
now you can see how that shirt doesn't
You
look
got a
good
lot
on
of
you.
colds that
It's like because
season.
now I'm out of the room, and you're like, "That's a
Lingering.
shirt."
We,
The shirt's terrible.
No, I think I know. I mean,
Look at
Jim,
it.
look, I think
God.
I wore it well.
No, it's
I'm
like
not
a
gonna
potato
judge the way.
sack.
Oh my
My
god.
God, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I hope there's no. Oh, there's more shots of it.
Oh my.
Now shooting this moon thing was a pleasure in front of a
This
green screen.
Was the amazing surprise. I feel like every episode there's an amazing surprise for
Just-
me that I don't know about.
Just sitting
That
there.
was incredible.
We're just sitting in the cafeteria in front of the green screen.
He should have had a little
Awake.
sleeping cap on.
You close your eyes.
That was fantastic. That was fun. God, so the Huntsman, it looks pretty good.
I think.
Oh, that alien, they probably cut
Oh,
that out
yeah.
of the Huntsman.
I think Gans was at some
don't know.
hipster party in Silver Lake, and they did this shadow puppet stuff at the
No.
party.
Are you serious?
So that was that.
Jesus.
She had the idea because
They
I
recreated it?
was trying to figure out
Oh, I
what
see,
to
I
do with each of these stories that could result in a visual thing, so that we could do that montage.
Aim for his butt. It's his only weakness.
But
His butt's his only weakness. What? No, they were just improvising?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, they kept telling us to make it shorter and shorter. And
All right. Fine.
Danny got in his horse thing that he'd been trying to get in.
Very nice. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Sorry about that
Thanks
ponytail.
for
Get
watching
ready
this.
for more.